The AMEX Trifecta now costs $1,220. That's a bit insane, right? This setup consists of the Platinum card, the Gold card, and the Blue Business Plus. And as many of you know, American Express once again changed the credit card game with the refresh of the Platinum card. This refresh saw the annual fee increased, new credits added to the card, as well as a new card design. But one of my biggest gripes about the Platinum card is that it has pretty terrible multipliers, and it just doesn't work great for earning points, mostly. However, we can fix that fairly easily with the AMEX Trifecta. But with the most recent annual fee increase, what does that mean for the AMEX Trifecta? Does it still make sense? Well, short answer, yes, it absolutely can. But there's a catch. Let's talk about it. Let's take a look at the basics. What is the AMEX Trifecta? This might be a foreign term to you if you're newer to credit cards. The AMEX Trifecta is a credit card setup that comprises 3 credit cards that American Express offers. The idea here is to utilize the 3 cards in the setup to maximize our points earning abilities by spending with each card where it earns the most. These setups are common between Chase, Citibank, American Express, and Capital One. Within these setups, each card fills a different spending category, like travel, everyday, or catch-all. These categories can change a little bit depending on the card setup that you're using. Then on top of that, we will also receive all of the card benefits for everyday and travel use. We'll cover more about how that works in a little bit. Now, to complete this setup the standard way, we need to apply for the American Express Platinum card, the Gold card, and the Blue Business Plus. That means you are going to be paying $1,220 each year for the AMEX Trifecta. That's not a small number. Yes, there are a ton of benefits that you will receive with these cards, but it does mean you have to pay a lot up front. So I think it would be a good idea to go through all of these cards, talk about all the benefits that they have to offer, then talk about the ways we can lower these annual fees by offsetting the value of the benefits and credits. Our main goal here is to determine whether or not we can get enough value from these cards to make it worth paying those annual fees. Ultimately, no one should have to pay $1,220 for this setup. Ideally, we can get that number down to a much more manageable number. Let's start off with the Platinum card. The Platinum card is the travel credit card in our Trifecta. We are going to receive a lot of benefits and perks from this card, which is why it's so expensive. It has a new $895 annual fee, which was recently increased with this past refresh. This is an increase of $200, which is pretty significant, especially if you're holding multiple credit cards with annual fees. The current welcome offer on this card is for around 175,000 membership reward points. I say around because this welcome offer can change depending on the relationship you have with American Express. Now, speaking of points, the multipliers we get with the entire Trifecta are pretty good. The bad news is the Platinum card doesn't really carry any of that weight, at least for most spending categories. With the Platinum card, we are going to earn 5x back on flights booked directly with the airline or through Amex Travel, 5x back on prepaid hotels booked through Amex Travel, then 1x back on everything else. I was hoping to see the addition of a more general multiplier for travel with this last refresh, but unfortunately that did not happen. Now, with that being said, the standout reason to hold the Platinum card is not because of its points earning ability, but because of the benefits. The Platinum card has a ton of unique benefits that we can apply to just about any trip, such as lounge access. The Platinum card has really become known as the lounge credit card because it offers the most lounge access of any credit card out there. We are going to have access to the American Express Centurion Lounge, the Delta Sky Club, Escape Lounges, Lufthansa Lounges, Plaza Premium Lounges, and Priority Pass Lounges. Now, to enter either the Delta Sky Club or the Lufthansa Lounge, you do need to be flying with that airline to enter the lounge. And the Sky Club does have limits for Platinum card holders. Each year, you'll receive 10 visits to the lounge. Now, these visits include all lounge access in a 24-hour period, meaning if you go to a lounge at your departing airport, then again at your arrival's airport, that will just count as one visit. With the Platinum card, we are also going to receive hotel status with Hilton, Marriott, and leading hotels of the world. The Platinum card gives us Gold status with Hilton and Marriott, and Sterling status with leading hotels of the world. These hotel tiers can help you receive room upgrades, early check-in and late checkout, and more. We are also going to receive car rental privileges with Avis, Hertz, and National, a TSA PreCheck or Global Entry credit, car rental loss and damage insurance, trip delay insurance, trip cancellation and interruption insurance, along with a number of shopping benefits and protections. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the annual fee on this card has gone up. So American Express has revamped the credits offered on the card to help us offset the cost of the annual fee. First up, we're going to receive a $600 hotel credit for hotels purchased through the Fine Hotels and Resorts collection, along with the Hotels collection. Next, we are also going to receive a $200 Uber Cash credit, a $120 Uber One credit, a $200 Flight credit, a $209 Clear Plus credit, a $400 Resi Dining credit, a $300 Digital Entertainment credit, a $300 Lululemon credit, a $155 Walmart Plus credit, a $100 Saks credit, a $200 Aura Ring credit, and a $300 Equinox credit. That is over $3,000 in credits, but realistically for me, I can use about $1,600 of that. But that is more than enough to cover the cost of the annual fee. Now, the Platinum Card is also going to allow us to utilize our points in a few different ways. But the only few ways we should actually utilize our points are through the AMEX Travel Portal or with transfer partners. The AMEX Travel Portal lets us book flights, hotels, and rental cars with our points. The only few reasons to use the travel portal, though, would be if you're booking through the Fine Hotels and Resorts collection, or if you're looking to book a flight that you can't use a transfer partner with. There is also an advantage to airline status when booking through a credit card travel portal. Generally, a redemption through these travel portals will still appear as a cash purchase to the airline, which means you'll usually still earn towards your status. Now, the Fine Hotels and Resorts collection and the Hotels collection are a curated list of hotels that American Express has partnered with to offer some exclusive benefits to its cardholders. With the Fine Hotels and Resorts collection, you'll receive 12 p.m. early check-in when available, room upgrades when available, daily breakfast for two, a $100 property credit, complimentary Wi-Fi, and guaranteed 4 p.m. late checkout. And with the hotel collection, you'll receive 12 p.m. early check-in when available, room upgrades when available, a $100 property credit, and late checkout when available. So that wraps up the Platinum Card. Let's take a look at the Gold Card. I held the Gold Card a few years ago, and it was an excellent credit card. I don't currently have this card, but I have considered applying for it again. In our credit card setup, the Gold Card is the workhorse of the setup and is the primary points earning card. The Gold Card has a $325 annual fee, which is pretty high for an everyday earning card, but in traditional Amex fashion, we're going to receive a lot of credits that we can use to help bring down the cost of that annual fee. The current welcome offer on this card is around 100,000 membership reward points. Now, the multipliers are where this card really shines. We're going to earn 4x back on dining, 4x back on groceries, 3x back on flights booked through Amex Travel, 2x back on prepaid hotels booked through Amex Travel, then 1x back on everything else. The important ones here are 4x back on dining and 4x back on groceries. Those two earning categories are usually the highest spend categories for most people, so having 4x back on those means we can earn a lot of points each month. Let's take a look at the benefits offered on the Gold Card. We are going to have access to the Hotels collection with all of the benefits we previously mentioned, a baggage insurance plan, car rental loss and damage insurance, and purchase protection. As for the credits, we have a few more options. We are going to receive a $120 Uber Cash credit, an $84 Dunkin' credit, a $100 Resi Dining credit, and a $120 dining credit for Grubhub, The Cheesecake Factory, Goldbelly, Wine.com, and Five Guys. While these aren't my favorite credits, I do think they can be useful to help bring down the annual fee. And finally, let's take a look at the Blue Business Plus. The Blue Business Plus is first and foremost a business credit card. These cards are intended for business purchases and do require you to have some kind of business to apply for the card. Now, business is used pretty loosely here, meaning if you mow lawns or even have a freelance photography business, then technically you can count that as your business on the application. Now, if you don't have a business to use when applying for this card, you can skip this card because it's really only meant for one thing. This card has no annual fee and a current welcome offer of 15,000 membership reward points. In terms of multipliers, the Blue Business Plus is going to earn 2x back on everything, up to $50,000 each year, then 1x back on everything else. This card also offers car rental loss and damage insurance, extended warranty, and purchase protection. But that's about it for this card. The primary focus here is that 2x back on everything. This card is the catch-all card in the setup, meaning when we don't have another credit card that can earn more points, we can use this card and get at least 2x back on everything else. Most cards earn at least 1x back on everything, so any card that can earn a little bit more than that is a great option for a catch-all card. So now that we have a good understanding of what this credit card setup looks like, let's take a look at some of the benefits of holding this setup, as well as some of the negatives. First up, the multipliers. If we put all of the multipliers together, they are going to look something like this. This is a really solid stack of multipliers, and they compete pretty well with other credit card setups out there. For instance, with the Chase setup, your multipliers are going to look something like this. While these are not necessarily bad, it definitely has a few holes when compared to the AMEX Trifecta. Now, as we've talked a lot about in this video, a huge benefit to the AMEX Trifecta are the benefits that come with each of these cards. This setup by far offers the most benefits that we can take advantage of. I feel like this setup offers the most rounded approach to a credit card setup. We can earn lots of points with the everyday card, then take our points and book travel. Then using our travel credit card, we can earn even more points with travel spending and elevating our travel experience with the travel benefits. In comparison, the Chase Trifecta has the ability to do similar things for less money, but I still think the AMEX Trifecta is a little bit better. Let me know if you would like to see a detailed look at the Chase Trifecta sometime in the future. Now, we need to also talk about how expensive this setup is. Yes, we can bring down the effective annual fee on these cards to almost zero, but it does take an almost constant amount of work each month to make sure that we are using each of the credits in full. If we can do that, it's possible to not only pay nothing for this setup, but actually gain a little bit of value back onto these cards. And I think that's where we can truly decide whether or not this setup is right for you. If you're someone who can stay on top of all of the credits and make sure that you're using them, then this could be a great setup for you. However, if you're looking for more of an autopilot setup, then perhaps you might want to look at the Chase Trifecta. With the Sapphire Preferred, it's a much cheaper option than the AMEX Trifecta. Or possibly you might even want to look at the Capital One Duo, which is personally my favorite setup at the moment. Now, both of those setups are much more of points earning setups and don't come with all of the benefits that the AMEX Trifecta does. I want to hear from you. What do you think of the AMEX Trifecta? Is it still worth it after the latest refresh? Or is there a better option? Let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button and the like button to see more videos like this one in the future. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.